Imagine looking up at the stars and wondering, are we truly alone? The question of alien life has fascinated humanity for centuries. But in recent decades, with the advancements in technology, this question has gained new urgency. Who out there can see us? Could we be under the watchful eyes of alien civilizations? Or perhaps they've even tried reaching out. Let's explore the mysteries surrounding alien invasions, the science of who might be able to detect us, and how our signals could be giving away our position in the galaxy. Imagine this, the idea of an alien invasion. It's a theme that's captivated audiences in science fiction for generations. From H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds to the blockbuster Independence Day, these stories hit home because they tap into a primal fear, the fear of losing our world to a powerful, unknown force. Extinction, enslavement, or total subjugation by alien hands are some of the most chilling possibilities the genre has to offer. But what if the scariest possibility doesn't involve an all-out invasion? Picture this. Humanity reaches a stage of advanced civilization and scientific progress, much like where we are today. We look up, exploring our star system, and suddenly we discover we're not alone. Imagine learning that an unknown, incredibly advanced presence has been out there all along, right in our cosmic backyard. They're watching us, quietly, from afar. Maybe they've been there since the beginning, observing our every move, yet never directly intervening. Just silent, enigmatic watchers. Occasionally, they might make themselves detectable flickers of activity that don't quite add up, glitches in our systems. When we do spot them, they're so advanced, so incomprehensible that we convince ourselves it's a glitch, a mistake, or something other than what it really is. Scientists call this eerie idea the zoo hypothesis, where alien beings keep us under observation, but otherwise stay out of our way. Maybe, just maybe, we're on the cusp of seeing more than we bargained for. And now, as our technology advances, our glimpse into the unknown may start revealing answers to questions we never even knew we had. Think about this. When I was finishing high school in the early 90s, we hadn't confirmed a single exoplanet. Not one. Just a few years later, that changed, and now we know of thousands. But here's the catch. Despite this vast number, we actually have limited information about most of them. The exoplanets we know the most about tend to be massive gas giants, unlikely candidates for life as we know it. As for smaller, rocky worlds like our own Earth, they're much harder to detect, so our catalogs are still sparse in that regard. Sure, we've found a few intriguing systems, like TRAPPIST1, which contains planets that might resemble Earth. But we still haven't discovered a true Earth twin planet just like ours, with the right conditions for life. The reason? Our technology, as advanced as it is, just isn't quite there yet. Imagine, though, what might be possible. With another million years of steady progress, what tools would we have to explore distant worlds? And it's not just us who could be looking advanced. Alien civilizations may already have instruments far beyond our current understanding. They could be observing Earth right now, fully aware of our existence. If they've seen us, that changes the equation of whether they might reach out to us. But the reality of getting here is another story. Crossing the immense distances of space is a staggering challenge, requiring more than just knowledge. It demands huge amounts of time and energy. There may be ways around this, though possibilities we're only beginning to imagine. So, as we peer deeper into the cosmos, we're not just searching for other worlds, we're wondering if someone out there might already be looking back. Imagine a journey so long that the travelers might never see its end. For a biological species like us, interstellar travel isn't very tempting if it means leaving Earth with little hope of returning or even of arriving within a single lifetime. Few would volunteer for a voyage where only their descendants might reach the destination. But what if you could live for 100,000 years? Suddenly, centuries on a starship become less daunting. It might even be a quiet, safe life after all. There's no risk of getting hit by a bus in deep space. However, things get a lot more interesting when you consider intelligent machines. Machines aren't bound by the same limits. They don't age, they don't tire, and they don't care about the passage of time. As long as they keep functioning, they're essentially immortal. And if they can repair and replicate themselves, the concept of interstellar travel changes entirely. These machines could build copies of themselves using resources from other star systems, spreading across the galaxy in a self-sustaining wave of exploration or even colonization. This is the idea behind the von Neumann probe, a self-replicating machine that could use a 3D printer to build copies of itself from raw materials when it reaches a new star system. In theory, such a probe could not only replicate itself, but also assemble an entire fleet from scratch, even constructing biological agents if its technology advanced that far. Over time, machines might master biology and evolution, blurring the line between what we consider machine and what we consider life. And in this paradigm, all that makes us human might become just another part of a grand cosmic experiment in adaptation and survival. Imagine you're an alien civilization, or perhaps humanity in the distant future, plotting an invasion of a foreign world. You wouldn't need a massive, obvious fleet. Instead, keep your invasion force small, silent, and practically invisible. In a star system as vast as ours, a dormant fleet could hide undetected for years, a needle in a haystack lying in wait. If such a fleet was positioned far out in the Kuiper belt, the chances of spotting it would be slim until it was too late. Think about it. We've barely scratched the surface of what's out there. We've mapped so few objects in the distant reaches of our solar system that we can't even rule out the presence of undiscovered planets larger than Earth. But if anything hidden far out there did want to invade, it would face challenges. Moving through the solar system at relativistic speeds isn't easy. Even light itself takes around 67 hours to travel from Pluto to Earth, and accelerating to near light speeds within our solar system would require an immense amount of space, time, and energy. Then there's the problem of stopping once you arrive. So if a fleet were out there in deep space, waiting to strike, it would need to plan very carefully. The vast distances make any sudden approach visible long before it arrives. For any invasion force, patience, stealth, and strategy would be key, because getting here undetected is just as important as reaching the destination itself. When it comes to the possibility of alien civilizations visiting Earth, wormholes and other speculative methods of faster-than-light travel might seem like the stuff of science fiction. But what if we actually had some warning if such an event were about to happen? The first question is, how would a hostile or even a peaceful alien civilization know we were here in the first place? Let's take a closer look at our planet. Earth's biosphere has been detectable from space for billions of years. With the right telescopes and technology, a civilization located within a few hundred light years might catch a glimpse of us. However, as you move farther out beyond about 100 light years, our civilization becomes nearly invisible. In fact, within that range, we've emitted relatively few signals that would stand out to an observer. In many sci-fi stories, Earth's technological emissions are portrayed as powerful enough to reach out to alien worlds, sometimes even depicting iconic broadcasts like the 1936 Olympics featuring Adolf Hitler. But the reality is that those broadcasts were limited to closed-circuit television, seen by very few outside of Berlin. Beyond that, most of our signals are weak, diminishing in strength the farther they travel. There are only a handful of ways we could be loud enough to be heard from afar. Most of our emissions are subtle and easily lost in the cosmic noise. Radar signals and brief bursts of communication might attract some attention, but the day-to-day signals we produce, they go largely unnoticed. So, while we may look to the stars with hope and curiosity, the truth is, we might be shouting into the void with very few ears to listen. When it comes to detecting life in our solar system, the situation changes dramatically. Within this cosmic neighborhood, aliens might hear a lot. If they were sophisticated enough to set up large-scale astronomical observations, like placing a detector at the focal point of their star's gravitational lens, they could potentially see nearby exoplanets down to a resolution of about 10 kilometers. That means they could spot sprawling cities, shining lights, and atmospheric signatures from far away. However, to catch a glimpse of us, they would need to be within roughly a 100 light-year radius. Beyond that, a pre-industrial civilization like ours would be nearly invisible to them. But what about wild cards in this cosmic game? Consider close stellar encounters. For example, about 70,000 years ago, our solar system had a close brush with Proxima Centauri, and this was just one of many such encounters throughout our history. Most of these close passes occurred long before we were around to witness them, and we may never know they even happened. Now, if one of those stars had harbored an alien civilization, they could have observed Earth or even visited it. But at such vast distances and over such long timescales, there's unlikely to be any preserved evidence left behind. It's a disconcerting thought, this idea that alien feet might have trod on our planet long before we existed, and yet there's no trace of their presence. We can't completely rule out the possibility that we've been watched, or that we've missed opportunities to connect with others across the cosmos. Imagine this. What if an alien civilization once set foot on Earth? We could confirm their visit with the discovery of an artifact on the moon or another celestial body. But until that day comes, we can never completely discount the possibility. However, the thought brings up some chilling scenarios. Picture this. If we were around during a close stellar encounter and noticed an incoming star with a potentially habitable planet, or one that showed signs of technological activity, what would our response be? Would we rush to develop a planetary defense system to protect ourselves from a possible invasion? It's a scary thought, isn't it? Perhaps close encounters between stars could be the spark that ignites interstellar conflicts. You see the approaching star, you arm yourself for defense, and before long, the other side does the same. Yet there's an intriguing twist. It might actually be easier to conquer the galaxy from the comfort of your home planet than to send out an entire invasion fleet across the vastness of space. This scenario could offer an explanation for the Fermi paradox, which questions why we haven't encountered any extraterrestrial civilizations. Perhaps interstellar travel on a large scale is just too challenging, and instead of launching fleets, civilizations choose to remain silent, waiting like vipers. They might maintain a low profile, concealing their worlds until the right opportunity arises, like a neighboring star passing with a suitable planet for colonization. So, as we look up at the stars, we might be sharing the cosmos with civilizations that are waiting, watching, and plotting their next move. The universe is full of possibilities, and who knows what might unfold when the stars align. Imagine a scenario where aliens strike when we least expect it. This situation cleverly sidesteps a major hurdle for alien invasions, the fact that Earth isn't particularly rare in the universe. The cosmos is made of similar materials, and Earth doesn't possess anything extraordinarily unique. In fact, an advanced civilization would likely find it easier to mine nearby asteroids or terraform other worlds rather than embark on a long journey across space to reach us. Now, if we think about the history of potential invasions, Earth would probably have been a target long ago, especially if aliens were land grabbers. However, if civilizations only come into conflict during close stellar encounters, the narrative shifts. In that case, planets like Earth could suddenly become incredibly valuable. After all, how often do suitable worlds pass by? Not very often. Yet strangely, no one seems to have taken the plunge to invade. Another challenge in this cosmic chess game is visibility. There are only a few effective ways to see and study a planet like Earth from afar. One major technique is the transit method. This involves a planet passing in front of its parent star, which causes a slight dip in the star's light. But that's not all. As the star's light filters through the planet's atmosphere, it reveals clues about its composition. This method offers a glimpse into the planet's atmospheric makeup, allowing us to uncover the secrets of distant worlds. So, while the universe may be teeming with potential targets, the complexities of detection and the nature of conflict could mean that Earth remains safely hidden, at least for now. But who knows what the future holds in this vast, mysterious cosmos? In reality, only about half of 1% of the stars in the Milky Way can actually see Earth transiting. This might give us a bit of an advantage, or at least we can hope so. Thanks for tuning in. I'm John Michael Goder, a futurist and science fiction author. It's a spooky thought, isn't it? The idea that an alien invasion might hinge on the stars that happen to pass by us. Maybe the right star just hasn't come our way yet. But who knows what the future holds? First, let's ask ourselves, why would any alien civilization even be interested in us? According to scientists, curiosity might not be unique to humans. If there are intelligent species out there, they might have the same drive to understand the cosmos as we do. They might want to understand other life forms, gain insights into technology, or even search for resources. Just like we study distant stars and galaxies, they could be studying us, wondering about life on our strange blue planet. The idea that we might be observed by extraterrestrial beings is fascinating and a bit unsettling. Imagine a species advanced enough to analyze our atmosphere, study our radio signals, and maybe interpret the languages we broadcast. How would aliens observe us if they exist? Here on Earth, scientists use telescopes, satellites, and even space probes to study distant planets and galaxies. Advanced alien civilizations might have technology far superior to ours, enabling them to monitor planets across vast distances. There's even a possibility they could be observing us in ways we can't fully understand yet. For instance, they might be utilizing quantum mechanics or other dimensions concepts we're just beginning to grasp. And with the possibility of fast radio bursts and other interstellar signals being a means of communication, who knows? We might already be getting signals that our technology just hasn't deciphered yet. Every time we send a radio signal, launch a satellite, or broadcast on television, we're sending messages out into space. These signals travel at the speed of light, and over time, they spread out into the galaxy. Aliens with the right technology could detect these signals if they're within a certain distance, possibly up to 100 light-years away. Our early radio broadcasts are now reaching stars within that range, meaning if there's intelligent life there, they might already be receiving hints of our existence. Imagine an alien civilization tuning into vintage radio shows or watching old episodes of I Love Lucy. It's a strange thought, but it's possible. If aliens can see us, what would happen if they decided to come for a visit? In popular culture, alien invasions are often portrayed as hostile. But scientists suggest a range of possibilities, from peaceful contact to more intimidating encounters. The outcome would largely depend on their intentions. Would they want to conquer and colonize, or simply study and observe? Some researchers theorize that advanced civilizations might even follow a form of a cosmic prime directive, choosing not to interfere with less advanced species like ours. However, if an invasion were to happen, humanity would need to unite and act quickly to respond. On the flip side, we're actively looking for aliens as well. The search for extraterrestrial intelligence, SETI, has been scanning the skies for decades, hoping to detect alien radio signals. More recently, projects like Breakthrough Listen have ramped up these efforts with cutting-edge technology. We're also studying exoplanets and habitable zones, trying to find signs of life, like water or unusual gases. Advanced telescopes like the James Webb Space Telescope can provide insights into planets light-years away, potentially revealing atmospheres and climates. So, could we spot aliens before they spot us? It's a race to see who discovers who first. The Fermi paradox presents an intriguing dilemma. If there are so many potentially habitable planets in our galaxy, why haven't we found any evidence of intelligent life? Some theorists propose that advanced civilizations may self-destruct before they can reach us. Others suggest that perhaps intelligent life is exceedingly rare. There's also the notion that aliens may be avoiding us, either out of fear or a decision not to interfere. This paradox challenges our assumptions about life and the universe, igniting debates about the longevity and sustainability of civilizations. The search for extraterrestrial intelligence forces us to question our own existence and place in the cosmos. Are we the first? Or are we simply not advanced enough to comprehend the signals that might be out there? Welcome to Blessovia Science TV, where we take you on an exhilarating journey through the cosmos and unravel the mysteries of science. We are excited to offer you the opportunity to become a valued member of our ever-growing community of cosmic enthusiasts and knowledge seekers. Exclusive access to cosmic content. As a member of Blessovia Science TV, you will gain exclusive access to a treasure trove of cosmic content, including documentaries, interviews with leading scientists, space missions updates, and awe-inspiring visualizations of the universe, live Q, and sessions with experts. Your membership will grant you the chance to participate in live Q and sessions with renowned scientists, astronomers, and space explorers. Get your burning questions answered by those who push the boundaries of human knowledge. Embark on a journey that spans the cosmos and join us in unraveling the secrets of the universe. Become a Blessovia Science TV member today, and together we will reach for the stars. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and share. Don't forget to leave your comment.